What's up guys, Sean here. In today's video I'll show you guys how to customize your Powershell to look really cool. Now if you spend a lot of time on the terminal for coding or using version control systems such as Git, this plain type Powershell or any other shell won't work for you. It becomes more boring as the more you use it, and especially I don't like using this regular Powershell without any customization. So in today's video I'll show you guys how to customize this. Now for customizing we'll be using Starship, which is a cross shell prompt. So you can use Starship for customizing your bash shell, your ZSH shell and other shells. So it works on Linux and macOS, and so you can even use it for PowerShell. So now for installing on Windows, you need to have a package manager. Now I use Scoop. So if I go to scoop.sh, if you go down you'll see how to install Scoop, and you can also use that. So both the links, one to the Starship website and to the Scoop website, will be in the description, so you can use it. And now you can just copy this, and then you can go to your PowerShell and you can just paste it, and you can just hit enter. But I already have it installed, so I'm not gonna do that. And now after that, you can after you have installed Scoop, you can go back to the Starship prompt, and you can press you can copy this Scoop install Starship, and so you can just copy that Scoop, and if I copy that and if I paste it, that's how I install Starship. Now there's one thing you guys need to note. I'm doing this on Windows terminal. It can work on the regular PowerShell, but I would recommend downloading Windows terminal, which is available on the Microsoft Store, and the icons show up much better on the Windows terminal. Most icons don't load properly on the PowerShell that you just simply get. So I would recommend using Windows terminal. So now once you have all these things set up, after you've installed this, they recommend that now it's actually not written here. This is actually just quick install. If you actually go to their GitHub page, and if you just scroll down, they'll see how to install this. So you need they tell that you need to have a nerd font installed and enabled in your terminal. So they tell you if you want, you can try the Fira code nerd font. So I'll just press that, and they'll take you to this website, and you can just go down and you can install it. So here's the Fira code nerd font, and you can just press download, and you'll get a zip file. A zip file will start downloading, and we'll just wait for that to download. Okay, so now I have downloaded the font and I've extracted it to this folder, and you can see that there is all these fonts. Now you actually have to install this font to work. So now if you go back to the page, they recommend like I told before, they recommend this font. So I have it downloaded and I have it extracted. So now you can just you see this font with .ttf extension, which stands for true type font, I think, and you can just double click it, and this will open up, and you can see this, and you can just click install if you want to install it. And for this to work, you have to install it, or otherwise these icons won't load properly. So I would recommend installing it. Okay, so even after you've installed the font and installed Starship, you might see that it doesn't work, and that's because we haven't fully finished setting it up yet. So now if you go back to their page, if you go back to the page and if you scroll down, and if you go to the PowerShell section, you see they ask you to add this line to your profile. So now they tell where the path is. So the path is documents, your home. This stands for your home directory, and then your documents, and inside that PowerShell, and then in that there should be a file called Microsoft.PowerShell_profile.ps1. So that's where it should be. Now even if they don't tell this, you can find it by typing echo, and then you can just type in dollar sign and then profile, and if you hit enter, they'll give you the full path where your profile is located. Now I know where it is, so we just have to edit it now. So now if I type in notepad, and if I type in $sign and then profile, it should open up. And now if this file is not there for you guys, they'll just show you guys, there'll be a pop-up saying this file doesn't exist, do you want to create it? So you can just create it. And so if you guys notice, there's already something in my PowerShell profile, and that's just a Powerline setup, which I'll show you guys after this. In the next video I'll show you guys. So anyway, so I've commented it out so it doesn't work, and so I'll just go a few lines down and I'll go back to the web browser. I'll copy this line and I'll paste it in here, and if I save that and if I close it, now I'll close the Windows terminal and I'll open it, and it should reload again. And now you guys can see it has reloaded, and you can see this. You can see, let me just clear the screen. You can see this is my home directory, and it looks better now. Now you guys really won't see anything. If you, now I know there's not much, but I'll show you guys how to configure this now. Okay, so now before we start configuring, if this doesn't load for you, if you guys don't get these icons, now on Windows terminal for me, it gets loaded automatically, but if it doesn't for you, you can click this drop down menu and you can open up your settings, and you can edit the font face option in PowerShell, for the PowerShell, or for all the shells in it in the Windows terminal, for all of these. And you can just type the name. For example, we installed Fira code node font, and you can just put that as the font face, and it should work. So now talking about customizing this, now if you go back to the website, and you can see there's a section called configuration. So we'll just go there, and so they tell you that to get started configuring Starship, you have to create a file called starship.toml. So now that's in a .config folder. So now if you don't have it, you can just create it. So I already have it, so I'm just gonna cd into that. Now if you don't have the file, you can just do mkdir and then .config, and that should be there. But I'm just gonna do cd because I already have it, and then .config. So now I'm here, and so here you have to create a file called Starship you can just manually go create a file, or since it's Vim, I think Vim allows you to create files. So I'm just gonna do I already have it here, so I'm just gonna do starship.toml, and if I hit enter, I'll get taken to the file, and so here is where you configure it. So now first thing we have to set up, now you can see a lot of things here which you can configure, and there's even a battery section where you can make your terminal display the battery status, and but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do set up proper Git displaying all the Git icons. So if I go here, so the first thing you see is Git branch. I'm not gonna, okay, so we'll just do that. Now we can just copy this here, this example here. They tell you have to add this. So if I copy this here, I'll go back to the terminal. I'm gonna insert this, and I'll just paste this here. Okay, the entire thing didn't get I think everything didn't paste. So let me just turn down the volume because the sound is really annoying. Okay, so I think I'll try it again, and okay, it still doesn't work. I think it's something problem with the Vim thing. So I'm just gonna use Notepad now for this. So I'm just gonna quit out of this, and I'll try Notepad. Now this is another thing, so you can actually see how much time you spend in the file. So I spent 1 minute and 16 seconds, so that shows. So I'm just gonna use Notepad. So Starship dot toml. So if I hit enter, now it's gonna be much better to work with, I think. So we're just gonna paste this here. Okay, finally this works. Now if you're editing this in a terminal window, and if your terminal doesn't support these icons, you'll just see a question mark, or the symbols won't load properly. So I recommend you do it in a terminal emulator, or where the icons get displayed properly. So in Notepad and Notepad++, it displays properly, and I've tried it. And that is the first customization, and which is git branch, and we added the symbol. So now once you save the file and you reload Powershell, so this is reloaded, and let me just clear. Clear. And if you actually see, I have a folder on my desktop which is named test. Now it's actually a working Git repository. So if I cd into desktop, and so we can see if it works. So, and now again into test. Now you can see that icon gets displayed. If I open up, just give me a moment. Yeah, if I open this up, you can see this icon is getting displayed here. Now you notice question marks here, but we'll get to that later. That's because I haven't set any configuration for it yet. So that's the first thing we set up. So now the next thing they show is git commit, and here you can just copy this here, and you can paste this here, and you can save it. You can even I have actually read through it, that's why I'm just copy pasting the examples here. But if you want to find more about it, you can just read all of this. I have already read it. So, and then the next thing is git state, and here they'll show here also you can just copy this and I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to save it. And the next thing is git status. Again, here I'm just going to copy this, and I'm just going to paste it again, and I have saved it. So now I'll just reload this by typing pwsh, and I'm going to, now if you guys actually notice, it already loaded. If I show you here, this shows untracked files. This will show this icon. And there's also one other thing that I didn't tell. Now this, if I actually do an ls here, they'll actually show, this is actually a Python, there's actually Python file here, which is test.py. It's just nothing, it's just a print hello world file. So now here you can see that since it's Python, they show that snake icon, because Python is a snake. So they show that icon there, and then they show the version of the Python you have installed, and that's also really helpful. And this is how you customize it on a basic level. There's a lot of things here. If you program on Java, you can use configure that according to Java, and then Node.js and Ruby, Rust, whatever you want, you can do it. And you can even use your own icons if it's supported. And yeah, this is the thing I said, the snake icon, and you can use this to customize. Even Python, there's a lot of ways to customize. And so that's basically going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you have any problems with it, just tell me in the comments, and I'll try to find a solution for that. And so thanks for watching. Please like and share. Now if you got something interesting, or if you found some value out of this video, I would be happy if you subscribed. So this is Sean signing off. See you in the next video.